So,
Okay, good day everyone. Today we we are looking at application to economics and business, and look at the question we are looking at. Given the average cost is 160 over q plus 5q minus 3q plus 2q squared, find the marginal cost function. Now look at this. Now, solution. Now, before you can get marginal cost, you have to get your total cost first. And of course, your total cost is average cost times Q. How did we come about that? Don't forget that your average cost is always total cost divided by Q. Average cost is always total cost divided by Q. So if this average cost is over 1, so by the time you say TC times 1, that will give you TC equals average cost times Q. That will give you AC times Q. So your total cost is average cost times Q. Then your total cost now will now be, my average cost, I already know it, 160 over Q plus 5q plus 5 minus 3q plus 2q squared. You want to multiply it by q. See that? The whole of what is in this bracket is your average cost, and this is your q. So, you are using this q to multiply everything here. So, your total cost will now become, if this q should multiply 160 over q, it will cancel this q. So I'll be left with 160 minus 5 times q will be 5q minus 3q times q, 3q squared plus 2q squared times q, 2q cubed. You see that? So this place 160 over q times q. Q will cancel q. That's how I got 160. Okay, so now that I've gotten my total cost, I can now get my marginal cost. My marginal cost means I will differentiate this total cost. You know, if I differentiate 160, that will give me 0. If I differentiate minus 5q, I will have minus 5. If I differentiate minus 3q squared, I will have minus 6q squared. If I differentiate 2q cubed, I'm going to have plus 6q squared. You see that? Now this one, minus 6 cubed, because 2 times 3 is 6 cubed. If you minus 1, I'll be left with 1. Then this one is 6q squared. So this is now my marginal cost. You see that? So I'm given average cost and I'm to find marginal cost. I will first get my total cost and then differentiate it to get my marginal cost. Okay, this is another question on application to economics and business. Look at this. Given TR to be 1400q minus 6q squared and TC is 15 plus 80q, find the maximum profit. Look at this question. Now, solution. Now, don't forget that your profit, which is always represented by pi, is total revenue minus total cost. So, our total revenue is 1400q minus 6q squared. Then minus total cost is 1500 plus 80q. That's what you have. This is your total revenue, this is your total cost, that's profit. So now, opening up the bracket, I'm going to have 1400q minus 6q squared minus 1500 minus 80q. Why? Because minus times 15 is minus 15. Minus times plus 80q is minus 80q. So from here, you know, this is our profit. So let's differentiate our profit with respect to q. Differentiate this profit with respect to q. So if I differentiate 1,400q, I'm going to have 1,400. You see that? Or even before then, 1,400 minus differentiate 6q, that would be 12q. Now if I differentiate this 15, it will give me 0. It's a constant. Differentiate minus 80q, that will give me minus 80. So from here now, I can now equate to 0. But before then, I can say 14 minus 80, that will be 1320 minus 12q. So I can now say equate this to 0. So I'm going to have 1320 minus 12q equals 0. Now by the time I bring this minus 12q to this side, I will have 1320 equals 12q. That is minus 12q coming to this side will change to plus. So for us to get our q, I can say 1320 equals 12q. Divide both sides by 12. So 12 will cancel 12. Q will be equal to 1320 divided by 12. That should give you 110. You can use your calculator to do that. Let me use my own calculator. So 1320 divided by 12. 1320 divided by 12. That's 110. So I'm correct. So my q is 110. Now I've gotten q as 110. So let's try to get our profit. I expect you to copy this question because I'm going to print it. So to get our profit now, so I'm going to say this is our profit function. Our profit, which is 1400q. What's the q? We have gotten it 110 minus 6 into bracket 110 squared, then minus 1500, then plus 80 into 110. You see that? Anywhere I see q in the profit function, I put the q that I got there. So using our calculator to multiply, so I can say use your own calculator from your own end to check. So I can say 1400 times 110. That gives us 154,000. So this one is 154,000 minus 110 times 110. That is 12,100. So I have 6 into bracket 12,100 plus minus 15 plus 80 times this one, that should be 88,800. 80 times 110. So 80 times 110 is 8,800. So my profit now becomes 154,000 minus 6 times 1200. So 6 times 12,100. So that is 72,600. 72,600. So minus, if you add this together, 15 15 plus 8800, that is 10,300. 10,300. So with this now, I can say, so if you subtract this, 154,000 minus 72,600, that's 81,400. So our profit is now 81,400 minus 10,300. And of course, our profit will become 71,100. That's minus 81,400 minus 10,300. That's 71,100. That's our maximum profit. Don't forget, the question asks us to find maximum profit, and so that's how to go about that. Very straightforward. You might need to play it again for better understanding if you don't understand, or contact me through the number on the screen. Thank you. Okay, good day everyone. Still on application to economics and business. Look at this question. Given that C equals 2000 plus 0.9 YD, where YD equals Y minus T, and T is 300 plus 0.2 Y, use the derivative to find NPC. You see that? Use the derivative to find NPC. Now, how do you solve a question like this? Solution. So, your C equals A plus B. Your C has been given as 2000 plus 0.9 YD. That's what you are given as C. And then your C equals 2000 plus 0.9. Your YD has been given as Y minus T. So where you have YD, put Y minus T. You see that? So your C is now 2000 plus 0.9Y, that is 0.9 times Y, minus 0.9 times T, 0.9T. You see that? Then your C equals 2000 plus 0.9Y minus 0.9 into bracket. Your T has been given as 300 plus 0.2y. You see that? Your T has been given as 300 plus 0.2y. So your C becomes 2000 plus 0.9y minus 0.9 times 300. So you can use your calculator. 0.9 times 300. That gives us 270. 270. Then minus 0.9 times 0.2y. So 0.9 times 0.2. That will give us 0.18. So minus 0.18y. You see that? So now your C will now be equal to 2000 minus 270. That is 1730. Then if you remove 0.9 from minus 0.18, so say 0.9 minus 0.18, what would that give you? So that will give you minus 0.72y. That's what you have, minus 0.72y. So if you have minus 0.72y, So from here, your MPC, marginal propensity to consume, is minus 0.72. That is coefficient of y. Don't forget, MPC is your coefficient of y. So, or from here, if I find dc dy, dc dy means differentiate 1730 is 0. Differentiate minus 0.72y, it will give you minus 0.72. Or better still, coefficient of y is your MPC, and that's what we're asked to find. So with this, we have come to the end of our application to economics and business. Thank you.